Hey there, Jed Kobernusz here from JedKobernusz.com, and this is Talk Therapy. This is a tool, a method that I use every day to simply be, to simply practice, to simply find ways to tap into here and to here. And the first 5 minutes is me versus my ego. Second 5 minutes is me with my ego, and the third 5 minutes is just me. So I wouldn't be offended at all if you just fast forwarded this to like the 8 to 10 minute mark. I'm good with that because usually, like I say, the first 5 minutes is me just kind of gathering my thoughts, gathering what I do, what's going on for the day. And if you hear me going and all that, it's just my ego saying, don't say it wrong, don't do it wrong, don't do anything wrong. You might offend somebody and all that fun stuff, and nobody likes that. So this is just where I'm at. This is what I do every day, except for Sundays, I guess. Sundays I take the whole day off from everything, just because I feel like one day a week that's appropriate. That's appropriate to do for everybody, for anything. So yeah, I don't know what I talk about any day when it comes to talk therapy, but I just talk, right? I think out loud. Kyle Cease does it with the Evolve Out Loud, and this has helped tremendously with my training, with my coaching, with just my daily method of operation. This kind of sets the standard, sets the baseline for my entire day. If I don't do it, like Sundays is fine, if I don't do it, because it's okay. Like, there's nothing hurting me one day a week. Not necessarily hurting me any day of the week if I don't get it done, but it right there, right? Sorry, it's just something in my eye. This is what happens. Like, this is me. This is real. I don't edit anything. I don't, a few times I edit. Might be because of an intro, like an introduction to a video, or sorry, it's morning, you got to get everything going. You got to get everything moving. But yeah, this is just me. This is just me being very raw, very real. And right there's my ego. I said it. And that's what this is. This is practice. And they're just, what really gets me about the ums and the uhs and the, when you hear somebody talk, and the because I just did it right there, is that people may not be aware, they may not be fully aware of what they're doing, what they sound like. And I'm very aware of what I sound like. Just because of this, just because of my talk therapy, just because of what I do every day, how I practice what I say every day. And I just think that people, if they're going to be doing public speaking, or if they're going to be doing videos, a person should kind of practice every day. A person should. You can't expect to be anything great overnight, but you also can't expect to be anything if you don't practice. And I'm talking to myself here. I say it in almost every video. I'm literally talking to myself. And what's funny is I'm just reassuring myself right now. I did 109 episodes of the Exercise Physiology show in my car, like right here. And it couldn't evolve because in the car, I don't get to have paper around me. I don't get anything to, in the car it's just so limited, right? Making videos in the car feels more organic to me, like right now, there's nothing I can do to prepare for what I'm about to say. If I had Post-it notes all around, if I had a piece of paper on my lap, like I've been there, right? I've totally been there, and trying to put together a good, entertaining, informational, any kind of show itself, or piece of content that would help the world and understand, maybe inspire, whatever. But in the car, I couldn't do that. But it took me 109 episodes to get to that point, right? So that's why it takes me back a little bit to say, okay, now I kind of evolved that into the physiology show, took the exercise out of it, because sometimes exercise can be spun in a negative way. Not negative like, oh man, but it comes down to in a negative way that some people just don't like to exercise. They don't like the word exercise. Like they can resonate more with the word movement or just play, right? And I think that's what it comes down to. I think 50 years ago, we didn't have to worry about, right there, did you hear that, like, what is that? That's my ego. But anyway, 50 years ago, nobody had to worry about movement or working out. Like, that's what fascinates me. Like, 50 years ago, Jack LaLanne was just kind of coming out. It was probably more than 50 years ago, but in my head, it feels like 50 years ago, and that's where I'm going with it. So, 50 years. So, what did people do? Well, they worked, right? Like, and they didn't have the all of this convenient type stuff, and they had gardens, and you had to work for your food. You had to do something for your food, right? You couldn't just go and get it and eat it and sit in front of a screen. You had to actually go and do something. So that's why I took out the exercise part of the physiology show. Because for me, physiology itself is just the explanation of an organism. Well, that sounds freaking way too scientific. Let's just call it the explanation of something, right? The physiology of something. I like talking physiology because I know. I like to figure out how stuff works, how it works. Like there was a show, I think it was still on, but Discovery Channel had it called How It Works, right? Something, they explained like how Hershey Kisses got to be from what it was to what it is. And that's just fascinating to me. So I apply that to human behavior. How does a person go from being born to living a childhood, good or bad, doesn't matter, and then coming into an adult, and then gaining a boatload of weight, and then still trying to survive at that weight? Like, that's what I want to know. And then, how does a person go from that to a healthy lifestyle? That's pretty much what I do. I figure out why I'm the annoying kid that says why. Like, why do you eat that? Well, because I'm hungry. Okay, why do you keep doing this? Well, because I don't know other things. You know what I mean? Like, it is literally, you ask why. And that's what I do. I ask why. So then, when it comes down to, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, the physiology show is just that. It's just a way to give out information. And if there's questions, I mean, I listen to people's questions. And I'm like, ooh, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. And then I give my perspective on it. Just one person's opinion. You go to your doctor, right? And I'm not a doctor, but and that's what I'm talking to myself a lot, and that's what it is I go to my doctor and they give me an opinion on what's going on. Now, do they have a vast amount of information? Yeah, boatloads. That's okay. But it's one opinion. You can go get another opinion and another opinion and another opinion. That's all it is. The problem today with exercise and working out and all this other stuff is people are looking for pills. That's what it comes down to. People are looking for pills. We are a medicated nation, predicated on the fact that prescription drugs will solve the problem. Like, if we have a problem, we look for the external source. We look externally first. Reverse that. You are, and I'm talking literally to myself, you are your own problem. But you are your own solution. That is a massive amount of responsibility to have, but it doesn't matter because you have it anyway. That feels good to me. It feels good to me to say out loud. And that's what it is. This is just a realization that all of this, of what we do in life, has a massive amount of responsibility to ourselves. To ourselves first. So, where am I going with this? I don't know. I just lost it. I just lost that train of thought, and that's where all of this pause comes from. And that's okay. Because I think I got to the meat and potatoes way before, minute 10 today, which is fine. Which is completely okay with me. The Physiology show is getting fun, right? I used to do it every day when I was doing the exercise Physiology show, but I do it once a week right now. And it might go up. It might get more frequent. But right now it's been a lot of fun with just once a week. With once a week, not just once a week, but with once a week. It's been a lot of fun. I can get a little bit more prepared. I can be a little bit more animated. And it's just amazing to me that every day I have the opportunity to live, and to live the life that I want to live. Because we choose, we get to choose what we go through every day. Like, I do workouts, the workouts of the day, and the WODs, man, like, I get to do that every day. There's no question with it. It's just something that fell into my life that I feel every day I do, and I feel great, and that's what I hope for everybody. And now, and to monetize it eventually, right? Which I kind of already have, but it'll come. The longer I do it, the better I feel. And I think everybody else will see that. And I think people will, and they already are. Like, I've helped a person lose 24 pounds and through a pregnancy, and she's still rocking. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing to me. And I don't even know what to call this one. I don't even know what to call this talk therapy session. Usually it hits me, but I don't even know what to call it. And that's okay with me. Maybe eventually, by the the time I hit stop, I'll know, but there it is, right? So if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.
For the ask. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe. Sign up. Do whatever it is you need to be doing. Whether that button's down here, or over here, or up there, or over here. Doesn't matter where the button's at. Just push it. Push the button.